It is time to apply all of the decals supplied in the kit to this aircraft. Note that there are two different sizes of red Japanese insignia, 4 large and 2 smaller ones, plus 2 different sets of squadron insignia for the tail. The 4 large Japanese circle insignia are for the upper and lower wings only, and I will start by applying the upper wing meatballs first, plus the wing walkway, which is only on the port side. The Minicraft supplied decals are of excellent quality, as they slide off the backing paper easily and can be set with Walther Salva set. I chose the red squadron insignia to be applied to the tail and part of the rear fuselage rather than the yellow ones, because I believed that it would show up better on the aircraft. After applying this decal set the model aside for a little bit. Now, the 2 small red Japanese rising sun insignia is applied to the white stripes on both sides of the fuselage. I noted the red color is very bright and shows up extremely well on the white stripes. The last 2 large red Japanese rising sun insignias are placed on the underside white stripes. It can be noted now that the white stripes on the upper and lower wings may have been too large for this 1:144 scale aircraft. You should be able to use spacers of a smaller size than what I used. The final decal is the red squadron insignia on the starboard side of the tail and the rear fuselage. Set the model aside to let the Salva set do its job and secure all of the decals. TCP-018 gloss finish is being sprayed on the aircraft. Note that there are other parts or models on the cardboard that are being sprayed at the same time, as I am doing multiple models concurrently. I did both sides to protect the decals and the paint prior to final assembly. Final assembly begins with placing the propeller into the cowl and cementing the cap onto the stem. Be careful not to put cement onto the stem as you want the propeller to turn. Even on this small aircraft, this is a nice touch. Next is the canopy to cement in place. This piece is very small and slippery, so be aware it is a pain to get it in the right place on top of the fuselage. Flipping the model over, we can now attach the fuel tanks and the struts. The fuel tanks have two small pins to help you locate the connection points on the wings. I am using CA for the final assembly as all the parts have been painted. The part that looks like a very tiny butterfly wing is actually the doors for the wheel wells. Place this part directly on the center line of the two wheel wells and you will be correct. Note the notches that are present on the cowl. These will be placed toward the bottom of the fuselage and everything fits in place nicely. I reamed out a small hole on the fuselage top just aft of the cowl for placement of the antenna. This is the last part to put on the model. The completed Minicraft 1:144 scale Nakajima model is a very nice kit for a beginner modeler to paint and assemble. Also, the decals are so easy to work with as to be nearly foolproof. All in all, I wholeheartedly recommend this kit to anyone who wants the model of an Imperial Japanese Army Air Force Tojo. There are not many parts, and putting on the white striped backgrounds for the Rising Sun decals gives you a challenge to learn different techniques. If you have any questions about techniques explored in this video, or general questions about this build, please post your questions in the comments section below.